Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, pimps and players, and everybody in between. Welcome to another episode of DEBOE'S Savage Life, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming by. Great pleasure, you know what I'm saying, coming through and just, chopping it up with y'all. And we got Miss Savage in the bill. Miss Savage, what's going on with you?
Hey y'all, then got ready for today. If you can tell, I even came dressed today for got my New York, Brooklyn thing going on.
Okay.
You know,
I see what you're doing. I see what you're
yeah.
doing. So what?
Got
So
my sweater.
tell us a little more about the apparel. Dive a
I
little
don't
more
know. I
deeper
just
into your
kind of
style right
was. I
there.
just remember wearing baggy stuff back then, but that might have been going into the '90s too. It all
Mm,
blurs a little bit when it comes to fashion for me. But I just remember wearing comfortable clothes back then. I feel like
right.
breakdancing clothes was a lot baggy back then too.
It
You
was.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was. It was. It
Right?
was. It
I mean,
was.
I just watched it. I would like supply the cardboard for all the guys to break dance on. I never broke dance, but
You supplied it.
I supplied the cardboard.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
in the boom box. I was that girl. Like would walk around with the boom box on her shoulder. You know what I'm saying? It was silver too. It was the best Christmas present I ever got. Listen.
Yeah, you had to rock the double D batteries and all that stuff, man. Like the super.
12.
Yeah. No, the 12. Yeah.
It
God
was like
damn.
it was either 8 or 12. But I just remember my daddy used to buy me like 12 double D's from like the BX on Air Force Base, man. And them things were fat. Do you remember how fat those batteries were?
That's what she said. And double D batteries
I
match your double D's.
see.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. So with that being said, y'all, that's what being said.
Uh-huh.
So we always talk about, you know what I'm saying, that for before I continue, yo, I gotta say thank you so much to Miss Savage. Miss Savage came through the building. She came to the crib yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. We're working on things with her professionally, as far as her getting her YouTube channel off the ground and doing it Savagely Uncut, which is going to premiere in a couple of weeks. So she came through, and I'm kind of like what I'm saying, prone to the whole StreamYard thing, which is StreamYard right here. So I taught her some StreamYard stuff and stuff. We had a great time yesterday. We vibed out and everything. But I gotta say something.
What's that?
Miss Savage, you were very kind. You pulled up and you was like, you hungry. I said, okay, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You hungry? I said, what's up? All right, what you want? And you was like, whatever's around the area. First, for some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was Taco Bell type shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I said, all right, let's go ahead and go to Taco Bell. So we go to Taco Bell, right? Okay. So we go to Taco Bell, and Miss Savage is like, what do you want? I'm like, look, I was wanting like two or three tacos, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So Miss
I can only
Savage,
eat 2 or 3 myself.
right? So I just said, hey, I just want like two or three tacos. What I'm saying? We'll keep moving. No, some taco supremes. Excuse me, two or three taco supremes, and I was like, I was good.
Yeah.
So Miss Savage decides that she's going to go ahead and get the box.
It
The
was a party box.
box. She got the box. I just said I wanted three. So I'm assuming, okay, she about to just go in on the rest of these damn tacos. So she gets the box. She get the box. It's like 5 taco supreme soft shell, of course, and she gets 5 regular tacos. So we hit the crib, we grubbing, then we do the skit. And if y'all miss a skit, man, go back to Miss Savage's channel, go to my channel. We had an awesome skit promoting this right here. And so why did I bring it? Why you sound like that, Debo? I bring all this up because Miss Savage leaves the crib. I get my drink on, what have you. And your boy got the munchies.
Oh.
Oh yeah, your boy got the
Do you
munchies.
get the munchies from liquor? I thought you get the munchies from smoking, pot.
Well, no, I get the munchies from just period, just what I'm saying, late night
Oh,
period.
okay.
I
I
could
just
be
want to make
totally
sure.
sober and it'd be like 12, like 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I get the munchies and stuff. You know what I mean? So if there's no woman in my bedroom where I can't satisfy my hunger, then I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right? I
Yeah,
can't.
sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry for
I
that.
gotta
Yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go. You know what I'm saying, to the kitchen, what have you. So with that being said, your boy brushed off around about 12 o'clock or 12:30, whenever we got the phone.
Mm.
Your boy brushed off about 6 tacos.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That's
what.
good. I'm glad
Wow.
my money didn't go to waste
No,
on
no, not
tacos.
whatsoever. Didn't go to waste. Here's a
Okay.
here's a problem though. We got something called a digestive tract.
Do I even want to hear this part?
We got something called a digestive tract, and your
Mm.
boy's struggling for rest. Let's just say your boy I gave the porcelain god a workout.
That's so disgusting. Like, really? That's just so
So I blame it,
gross.
but say I blame you. I just want,
as long as you don't have
yeah,
to go during this show. Wait, did they
no
used to call it
promises.
pot back in the
No
80s too?
promises.
It
I
was
ain't
a
promises.
weed. Was it? It was called pot back then, right? I mean, maybe somebody in chat can to let me know. Was it called pot or weed still back in the 80s?
No, back in the 80s, they call it, yeah, pipe.
They did call it
Yeah,
pot, right? Like
pipe.
the
You know
dime
what I'm
bag,
saying?
nickel bag, they don't
Yeah.
call it nickel and dime bags anymore.
No, no, you be telling yourself. So
I mean,
yeah,
I
really,
don't know.
yeah,
I don't smoke pot like that, but or weed like whatever you
like
want to
that.
call it today.
But you still do.
No, no. Like okay, once in a while I may partake.
That down, yeah. Okay, let's give it a rinse.
Just like if you want to be like, hey, Angie, you want to do a shot? I'm like, yeah, I'll do a shot. But it'll be like one. You know,
Okay, all right, that's what's
wine
up.
is my particular thing.
I
So
got you. Understood. Well, again, I want to say before we go into the show, thank you
yes,
for coming by and thank you for providing me. Y'all, she
of
gave me,
course.
what I'm saying, my 50th birthday was a couple weeks ago, and she came through yesterday and she got me some birthday presents, and I was very grateful for that. And it came from the hometown. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? The birthday presents came from the hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada. She went to Vegas, on one of the trips, and she brought back some stuff from her hometown, including UNLV, LV right here, Running Rebels, and LV head right here. So very grateful for that. So I want to say
Everybody knows
mwah
you
to
like
you.
you. Everybody knows you love those running rebels. Although I love Duke.
Yeah, okay, I ain't revisiting that. It's all to the G.
I just play. I just play.
It's all to the G. Miss Savage.
Yes.
So last episode, we discussed some things. We had a good time, and during towards the end of the show, I don't know who brought it up. I don't know if you. Well, it had to be you or somebody
Yeah,
brought
it
it
was
up.
me.
It
If
was
I
you.
think I know where you're
It
going with
was
this
you.
question.
It was you. Yeah. You brought up. We talk about the 80s. We talk about the 90s all the time, right?
Mhm.
So why don't we talk about the 80s? I'm like the 80s. Okay, I let it marinate in my mind a little bit. Okay, the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Then yesterday you came by to reinforce. What I'm talking about your decision and just let me think about it. And then I'm like, yeah, we're gonna talk about the 80s. So we're gonna talk about anybody here who watches this show, y'all know me, Miss Savin, and Debo Life. By the way, let me address the elephant in the room
He's
right now.
missing in
Which I don't
action,
know.
y'all.
Someone tell me what the fuck that means. By the way, the elephant in the room.
I think it's like Finding Waldo. Remember playing that game? I think that was 80s too.
Where did the elephant in the room come from?
I don't know where that came from. I was thinking about Finding Waldo because that's literally what life is. Where is life? If anybody could let us know where he be at,
I have no idea who my twin brother is right now, y'all. So he. It is what it is. It is
it
what it is. But
is.
he'll, what I'm saying, knowing him, he'll be fashionably late and even more unfashionably jumping off early for some damn reason. So and I'm
I
disappointed
think we need
because
to find a
I
triple.
had this little I got this little list right here of why he don't do promotions, but I wait till he jumps on. So
I thought that list didn't matter anymore because you guys got to see.
no, that was his last episode. But you know what I'm saying,
Oh,
he was in my good grace last episode, but when he provided eye candy. But now what I'm saying, it's off or not. So no.
so if he brings tatas this week or puppies or
Nope.
whatever you want to call them,
That ain't working
is
this week.
all forgiven again.
That's not working this week. That's not working. I got my little list of why
All
Debo
right,
Life
just take a note.
refuses.
I'm gonna put
I
that
got
right
my
in my
list right
back
here about
pocket.
Debo Life refuses to actually do
Okay.
promotions. If y'all don't know, Debo Life, my twin brother, absolutely refuses to promote this show. He don't tell nobody about this show. He don't want nobody to know he's on the show. Whereas me and Miss Savage, we go in. You know what I'm saying? We let people know what the deal is. About this show right here. For some reason, he don't want to do it. It is what it is, though. But
Moving on.
moving on.
Moving
So
on. We'll be able to sleep tonight. It's all that matters.
you got that damn right. So the 80s, y'all, the 80s. So when we think about the 80s, the main thing that comes to my mind, Miss Savage, and everybody watching, is just like the undisputed fashion selections. That's for one. With the hair, what you got on right now, and the expression of the 80s, man. The 80s had so much expression going on
Yeah,
with it. The musical talent was at its height.
it
When you
was
think
so
about the
good.
music, all the music from all genres, hard rock, man, R&B, rap, all that. The
Yeah.
1980s represented something that will never be done before. That's why a lot of people do talk about the 90s, but they go deep into culture. A lot of people do discuss the 80s because a lot happened in the actual 1980s. And one thing about the 80s itself, it had that. Let me know what you think. The
Mhm.
80s had like we don't give a fuck
Yeah.
attitude about everything.
Yeah.
Anything goes.
For sure.
Anything goes. You
Between
know what I'm saying?
color, hairstyle, the jewelry you wore, the type of clothing you wore, there was no judgment back there at all. Like none.
None.
You know, it didn't matter what type of music you listened to. You know, everybody rode the bus, everybody walked to school, everybody played outside till the lights came on, you know, type stuff. Like nobody was scared to do anything back then, you know? And so I feel like the 80s definitely hyped up going into the 90s for sure.
The 1980s was cool to me for a reason, and then we'll continue. But the 1980s was cool with me because me and Life were from originally from Kentucky,
Mm,
and my dad, my pops, he was in L.A. My mom and my dad were divorced, so my mom was like, okay, and my grandmother, she was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So
uh-huh.
my mom was like, okay, kids, we gotta leave Kentucky. We gotta head out west to be closer because it was getting expensive to like me and my brother going back and forth from my mom to my dad, where we bought
Right.
economic to go to Vegas, where Vegas only 3 hours away, so from LA, right? So we get out there and 1984, we moved to Vegas from
Okay.
Kentucky, and it was a cultural shock. From coming from the country of Kentucky to the city. At that time, we thought a big city, even though Vegas was not big at that day, back in that day of Las Vegas, Nevada, man. So the 80s to me was significant because we moved from Kentucky to Vegas in 1984. In 1984 and up, Vegas became our hometown. You know what
Same
I
for
mean?
me.
So,
We moved from Arkansas. My dad was in the military. He's the Air Force. So
uh
shout out to all my Air Force brats. But we moved from Arkansas to
mm,
Vegas in 82.
okay,
So I started my school in Vegas in the second grade.
okay,
Like started right into like I think the middle of second grade. Like yeah.
right. Right. So the A's was that from that aspect right there, it had a certain importance to it. But like I said, before
Hmm.
we moved to Vegas, we was in Kentucky, and I remember even in the country
Yeah.
how powerful the music was. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about what Cyndi Lauper came out. You know what I'm
Yeah. I
saying?
had a Cyndi Lauper record.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Madonna.
saying? Yeah, Madonna, like a
Uh-huh.
version came out. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Cyndi Lauper, girls just want to have fun. And then when
Yes.
Cyndi Lauper and Madonna came out at the same time, we was like, oh, this is it. We got something right here. But
Right.
yeah, Madonna was like, yeah, no,
And the way Madonna and Cyndi Lauper both brought their fashion was insane. Like
absolutely.
Madonna
Blackberry
barely wore
molasses,
anything. Cyndi Lauper wore every color in the rainbow.
everything. Blackberry molasses, what's
Right.
going on with you? Appreciate you
Hey,
coming by.
girl.
What we doing today? We always talking about the 1990s, but today we're gonna acquiesce and talk about the 1980s, y'all. So that's what we're gonna do. Miss Savage,
Mhm.
if I may, can I indulge you in discussing something that caught my attention about the 1980s,
Sure.
if I may?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and jump off and talk about what we talking about right here. We got Rhythm Nation.
Yes. That was a
Still here.
great.
It's 1989. We're gonna get to that one second, Blackberry
Yes.
Molasses. But
That's right.
yes, all day for show.
For
All
sure.
day for show. That's a good one right there. We can talk about that in
Mhm.
one moment. May I talk about something that happened in the early to mid 80s, if you don't mind?
Okay.
And your boy did some research, man. You know what I'm saying? Because
What?
I start thinking about things.
Uh huh.
Can we talk about Michael Jackson versus Prince right quick?
Of course. Love them too, both.
Okay, here's the deal. All right.
Mhm.
Michael Jackson was, without question, the most polarizing figure of all time in pop, particularly in the 80s, right?
Right.
So
Mhm.
you got Prince and Michael Jackson, saying he did this thing in, I want to say 1979, 1980 with Off the Wall. But he
Right.
didn't, but after that, he
But he
didn't do
started
anything.
before that, so
Oh,
he
well,
was
of course. Yeah, yeah.
way,
That
way
goes
before
without
that.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that goes away without saying. That goes away
Mhm.
without saying. So here's the thing about it right there. While Michael Jackson took a sabbatical
Mhm.
after Off the Wall, you had Prince just pushing out albums right and left, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
was like a
Prince,
battle
yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Prince wasn't on that play. You sure for sure, for sure. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Blackberry Molasses. Remember when Prince died? Black Mary Molasses. I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you, I actually know her. If your people want to know, you know what I'm saying? She one of the real ones. She know me personally. And I was actually, kicking with Black Mary Molasses, She's a former co-worker. The day Prince died, That was some crazy ass shit. But that like, but that's
Yeah, you had some crazy, like you had Michael Jackson fans, you had crazy Prince fans. Like I had a best friend of mine, Darlena. Boy, she had them Prince posters all over her wall. Like she was not playing about Prince.
Prince wasn't
And
playing. All you know what I'm saying? I'm here from
listen,
the main
them
thing about
Prince
Prince is the main
fans,
thing he did was he was all of his covers, he had his shirt off, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Had the Taco Meat show and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
anyway, so
mhm,
while Michael Jackson was dormant, you know what I'm saying, chilling and cut, Prince is just sitting here pushing out albums right and left. 1982 was something important because in 1982, Prince dropped his most popular joint to that date, which was 1999.
mhm.
1999, of course, had Little Red Corvette, of course,
Oh,
1999, all that.
okay,
So at that point, Prince is just doing his thing.
mhm,
But Michael Jackson, he's in the lab doing
right,
his thing, right?
of course.
And of course, so that same particular year, Michael Jackson is 1982. Michael Jackson drops Thriller
Yeah. Wasn't that video amazing? Do
off
you
the
remember
chain.
how? Do you remember how we used to watch videos on the MTV? Like
Yeah, for sure.
MTV was the shit back then. Like I would always rush home to put on MTV. You
Right,
know, and I
right.
feel like when Michael Jackson Thriller came out, let me tell you, I was a little spoiled back in the day. My mom had got me all them Michael Jackson dolls for my Barbie dolls. All right, I used to have all the Michael Jacksons.
Michael
So I used
Jackson
to have
dolls.
the
What the
one.
fuck? No,
Yeah,
what?
there was
No,
Michael
explain.
Jackson. There's Michael Jackson Barbie dolls that came out. Remember when he used to be married to was it Brooke Shields? Was that her name? Was it
Yeah,
Brooke Shields?
yeah,
So
Brooke
they
Shields.
came out with a Barbie, her, and then all three of him. So he had a Billie Jean Barbie. I don't want to say Barbie. It was a Michael Jackson Billie Jean, a Michael Jackson Thriller, and a Michael Jackson Beat It, and it came with head to toe, down to the glove, decked out. And I wish I still had them today because they probably worth a
Oh
lot of money.
fuck yeah, that should have been
They
you.
probably worth a lot of money,
Yo,
but
you can retire.
not knowing,
You can retire.
not knowing, I was having Michael dating, my Barbies back then.
Oh, innocent Miss Savage back in the day. So, all right. So 1982. We're talking about '80s, right?
Right.
1982. Prince drops 1999. All
Yes.
right, and so Prince is on top of the world. MJ, a couple of months later, drops Thriller. So
Thriller.
you look at 1999, Thriller. Prince had no chance. Prince who? Right?
Yeah.
When MJ dropped Thriller, that was a wrap. It was a
I
wrap.
think he was so popular going back to videos though. If you look at Michael Jackson's videos compared to like Prince's videos though, like Michael Jackson had the videos, the long videos, the videos that came with the theatrics, all of that. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? So like
Right, but what I'm talking about that particular time in 1982 when Prince
I get
dropped
it.
1999. Prince under the impression like, hey, I'm good now. I you know what I'm saying. I found he's shining. He got his shine, and Michael Jackson's like, no, the fuck you don't. He dropped Thriller.
Right.
So why did I bring all that up? So now the media back in the day, they're looking at Michael Jackson and Prince like, okay, these guys are almost the same. They're kind of like trying to conflate the two. All right, Michael
Right.
Jackson, they got the same style type of stuff like that. And MJ couldn't stand that because Michael Jackson's
Right.
like, look, I'm the dude. You know what I'm saying? You see what the fuck I just did? I just dropped a fucking Thriller and shit. Why
Mhm.
y'all equate me with this dude from Minneapolis type of shit? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So in 1983, this is when the actual beef of MJ and Prince happened, right? And this is
Okay.
documented. Not only that, it's actually, if you go, you know what I'm saying, look, you see
Mhm.
video of this right here. James Brown, the great James Brown, George's own James Brown, by the way, he had a concert in LA. Prince and Michael Jackson were in the same building for the first time for this concert right here
Okay.
in LA. So James Brown knew, of course, Michael Jackson. So James Brown brings up Michael Jackson and hey, come on up, come on up. MJ comes up to do a performance, right? This was all unscripted. MJ, this according to Quincy Jones said this, y'all.
Okay.
MJ, before he does anything, like the band's playing and everything, so you can't hear anything. MJ whispers to James Brown, "Bring up Prince. I got something for him." And and and, and
Wow.
James Brown was like, "What?" He said, "Bring up Prince. I dare him to follow what I'm about to do." And James Brown was like, "Who?" James Brown didn't know who Prince was because he was just coming up.
Right.
So MJ was like, "Once I do what I do, there's a dude here named Prince in the audience. Bring his ass up," type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So MJ starts doing his little, you know what I'm saying? James Brown's like, oh, Michael Jackson and Bill Michael Jackson, man, what's it? Was like, hey, what's up, James Brown? You know what I'm saying? Do his thing and everything. And Michael Jackson did, if you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it. He
Right.
did a James Brown imitation as far as the dance and everything concerned. That was just
Was that fair though? Because Prince
unbelievable.
never really danced.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, a battle's
Maybe
a
Michael
battle.
knew what he was doing, but Michael
Well,
knew
yeah,
what
you
he
know
was
that's
doing.
my point. MJ know who he's doing.
He
So
did.
MJ just clears the floor, the crowd going crazy, and
Wow.
that's when MJ, we keep getting tired of being compared to Prince. He said, "Whispers of James Brown call Prince up." So James Brown was like, "Prince, come on up. Prince, come on up. Who's Prince? Prince, where you at? Come on up. Come on." Prince
Mhm.
doesn't want to come up after
What?
he saw what MJ just did, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Prince finally comes up. He comes up. He does his little red Corvette and everything. People they know him. They're cheering and everything.
Right.
So he's trying to do the same, not the same performance. Prince is trying to do a performance that will be Michael Jackson, which is fucking impossible.
But like what? His McJabber move.
Right? Yeah, that part. They had props on the stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
As far as like what I'm saying, getting the crowd involved. There was a light pole on the stage
Mm-hmm.
that was a prop. And Prince went over there. Once he was done, he leaned on it to say, like, okay, that's me. But the light pole was not secured, right? The light pole fell and he fell into the stands.
What? How do
And
I
it's on
not even
video.
remember that?
It's
That's
on it's on
crazy.
video. It's on video. Once that
Wow.
happened, Prince was so embarrassed and he figured
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson had something to do with that. So Prince goes to Michael Jackson and said, Prince leaned on, like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, my boy, like,
Wow.
yeah, he leaned on it and shit fell down. He fell into the crowd. He
Wow.
fell, and
That's
by the way,
crazy.
he fell hard as fuck too.
Did he?
So
I'm gonna have to check that out. I
you
never
got,
knew
yeah, you gotta
that.
check it out. You gotta check it out.
I
So
never knew that.
Prince was like, okay, I'm gonna talk to this dude right quick because he knows
Mhm.
Michael Jackson saw that, and more than likely it's on film. Because back in the day, this was an event that was not network supported. It was
Right.
just anything that I'm saying was done on videotape, like someone caught it, type of shit.
Okay.
So Prince goes
Wow.
to MJ and says, "If you show that shit to anybody, I'm gonna kill you."
What? It was
And
like that?
that's when the beef started. So much so that Prince told his limo driver, if you see Michael Jackson cross the street, run his ass over. Prince wanted to kill Michael Jackson
Wow.
after shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the beef really started. Then you got my MJ in '84, and I'm wrapping up in a second. You got MJ '84 going to the Grammys, and he wins 8 Grammys type shit, right? For
Right.
Thriller. All
He's
right.
about to go with the Coke commercial.
No, no, no. Man, shout out to the man. First of all, pause. It's
Coke
Pepsi
commercial.
commercial.
Oh, Pepsi commercial.
What are you
Sorry, as
talking
you can
about?
tell, I love Coke,
Hey,
not Pepsi.
th- th-
I will
th-
support Coke all day. Sorry.
that's a Pepsi commercial. Michael
Pepsi, I just
Jackson, Fonzo
remember. Dang, it's
Ribeiro.
been over like
You
30 years for us.
you really thought it was a Coke commercial?
No, I know it's Pepsi. I was just testing your knowledge. We don't have Ryan on
Oh, you
here to
testing? Yeah,
test
my
or
bad,
not.
man. Ryan's story comes through, but anyway. So what? Sorry. So after that,
Hmm.
MJ wins 8 Grammys. That's a Grammy where he was like, I told Quincy if I win 7 Grammys, I take my glasses off. And he took his glasses off, type of shit. Yeah. So Prince was at the crib watching this. He's seeing Michael Jackson win all these awards, and so Prince was like, "Man, fuck this. I'm about to do something with this nigga." And Prince's ass was like, he just got all these awards from a mini movie, from a little mini video from Thriller and his little Thriller album. I'm about to
Hmm.
outdo that. I want to make me an actual damn movie and show this nigga how to do it. Type
That's when
shit.
Purple Rain came out.
That's why Prince made Purple Rain.
Okay, I never
So
knew the
Prince
reason why
makes
Purple Rain was
so
made.
Prince made because when you remember, Prince
Mhm.
made Purple Rain like immediately after MJ got those awards, right?
Wow.
And right at Thriller. So Prince makes Purple Rain
Hmm.
and the actual movie, and he does the same thing MJ does.
That was a
He
good
get
movie.
awesome movie, and he said,
Awesome
"I'm
movie.
going to make a soundtrack from this movie and blow
Awesome
Thriller out the
soundtrack.
water," and he did
Mhm.
it,
He
and
did
he
that
did it.
soundtrack.
So yeah,
My
was it
favorite
crazy?
joint off that soundtrack is Darling Nikki.
Darling Nikki.
Yes, wasn't
I
that on that
remember. Yeah, I
soundtrack?
remember. Yeah, I remember that
I'm
song,
pretty sure. I
man.
think
Shit.
it's on that. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong, somebody correct me in chat. I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure
it
it's
was
on that
on
soundtrack.
there. It was
Yeah,
on there.
that song is a banger to me. I don't care what anybody says. I love that. I love that, darling.
Right, right. So that's one of the main things about the 80s right there. And of course, it went on, particularly with Prince and MJ. When Prince tried to MJ, and this was what deep
Mhm.
ass rivalry between MJ and Prince. This went
Yeah,
on until MJ's dying day.
yeah.
Like when MJ made Bad, he wanted Prince on there, but Prince didn't want to come on because MJ heard. I mean, Prince heard the
That's
line
crazy. I never
from
knew
Bad.
that.
When Prince heard the line when Prince sent a demo to MJ sent a demo to Prince of Bad,
Okay.
and the first line was your bud is mine, and Prince was like, this motherfucker talking about me, fuck him. So he
So,
didn't
what
come
was
on.
your all-time favorite Michael Jackson song from the '80s then, or from that album,
Which one, Bad or Thriller?
Thriller? Would you say it was Thriller?
Uh, from Thriller, my favorite song from MJ is Billie Jean.
I was about to say the same thing. I
Billie Jean
love
all
Billie
day.
Jean. I don't know what it was about Billie Jean or
And
that
from yeah,
song.
from
That them.
Bad,
Hmm.
Bad is the way you make me feel.
The way you make me.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's it right there. So when
Yeah.
I think about the 80s right there, that was a long-winded story. I'm sorry, but when I think about the 80s, I think about MJ and Prince right there. But as far
Hmm.
as you concerned, when you think about the 80s, as far as like the music, the entertainment, etc., what's the main thing that stands out for you?
You know what? When I think about the '80s, I think about my childhood, like um, just how innocent it was and how music made me feel. Like, we used to go to these dances, where we used to live on base, and it reminded me of my first slow dance, my first kiss,
Right.
and like musician.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
What?
sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Miss Savage, but we have a special guest in the building, y'all.
Oh, we do.
We have a special guest who jumped on,
Uh
and this girl right here, man. She a homie, man. She real cool, and
oh. Okay.
you know, what I'm saying she kind of to come in. I'm just now looking at this right here, but let's go ahead
Okay.
and bring her on. Coming onto the stage to discuss the '80s. We got the one and only Maggie T. Maggie
Hi,
T,
honey.
what's
Nice to
going
meet
on with you,
you.
girl?
How
What's up
you
with you?
doing? I
How
had to
you
get in
doing?
on the Prince conversation. I'm going
Oh,
crazy.
look at you. Okay,
How
Ah,
okay,
you doing?
right
How
on.
about
okay.
that?
Okay,
I
that's what's
love
up.
it.
Hey, Maggie T, I'm so sorry. I'm going back
I
and
know I
forth.
was
I
very
literally just
hard.
saw
I
it.
was like, you gonna watch it.
Right.
Okay.
I feel you. I feel Maggie
Okay.
T. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First and foremost, man, fantastic show you and the Lady Birds had last night. The Lady
I
Birds
caught it.
AFN.
It's
Thank
really
you.
Miss
good.
Savage was with me. We beat that. We couldn't beat the whole thing out. But let me ask you a question right quick. Thank you so much for coming on. What we just talked about with Prince and Michael Jackson in 1980s. What was your main thing about Prince and Michael Jackson? Was that overblown? Was that blown out of proportion, or was that some real stuff that them dudes really went through, in your opinion?
I think it was some real, because they were the top guys of that era. You know,
Mhm.
Mhm.
groundbreaking. Like you said, the soundtracks, Prince alone, Purple Rain, huge.
Man.
Thriller, huge. So
Mhm.
I felt like it was about the competition, yes, because people did try to mark them as the same type of artist, which in realness, if you look at the artistry of both of them, they're respectively different in their own right. I like Prince because he's very musically talented on instruments, and
Yes.
he's just eccentric, he's just completely different.
Mhm.
um so I listen to him for the sake of just he's a Gemini, so he just has a different type of musical genius that I
Mhm.
can relate to. Now, Michael Jackson, I guess we can say that Prince was the heartthrob. Women loved him.
Right,
Men
right.
couldn't
Sure.
understand it. When
Yeah,
I
yeah, Prince. He had all the
For sure.
females.
My
Yeah,
best friend had his
all
yeah,
posters
yeah, but yeah, he
everywhere.
had Apollonia and
Everywhere.
all of them. Yeah,
Apollonia, she was gorgeous too.
right.
yes, so
That song was it Sex Shooter? Is that what's the name of the song? Sex Shooter? Girl.
that's what I'm saying. So he
Yeah.
developed other artists outside of that.
Mhm.
Morris Day and them. The time,
More,
The time. Yeah.
yes. The
so
Hmm.
he's
times. Yep.
he's very he developed a lot of artists around him that continued. Now, as far as Michael Jackson, best performer, he's also an artist in his own right. Me,
Mhm.
honestly, personally, I don't compare the two ever because I love them equally both for their
Correct.
merit.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
But for
Mhm.
some reason, people just wanted to put them together against each other.
Why is that though? Why? Because I
Right.
was just trying to figure that out. They both were amazing artists,
Yeah.
amazing creative minds. but people always compared the two.
Right. And
I never,
I
yeah, I
never
never,
knew
yeah.
about, and I never knew about what Mitch said, the story, because I always
Yeah,
felt like they were two.
what Debo
I'm
life? Debo
sorry,
vibes.
life.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, no government
Debo
names.
vibes. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
No
but
government names. No.
I mean, not even life. I'm all over the place tonight. I didn't understand the two because I didn't. I felt like you said earlier, they are very different. So I never actually compared the two. Like I felt like Michael Jackson was more the dancer, and like I said, down to his videos that he would show on MTV, to where Prince was more the performer, like you said, musically inclined, and all that stuff. And so, like, I never thought like you needed to,
Because I guess with Prince,
battle.
with Michael Jackson, you get theater. You get
Right.
he takes those long movies, and his music creates beautiful music videos. Like Remember the Time that
Yes.
was released on like Friday night primetime TV, like it was a premiere back when premieres actually premiered and people was excited about that, like you was mentioning earlier, MTV and things like that. So
Yeah.
those premieres, you had to top yourself. You coming out with Thriller, you coming out with this, you gotta top yourself. So Purple Rain, Doves Cry,
Oh man.
videos that had purpose, had effort in it. You don't find that anymore. So these artists, and of course you go to Prince concerts, you're gonna get a lot of music, music.
Right.
So just like the James Brown, he influenced a lot of people. People don't realize that music is influencing a lot of these artists that we got out today.
Absolutely.
Of course.
It wouldn't be a Prince. It wouldn't be a Michael Jackson. It wouldn't be a Chris Brown. It wouldn't be, so
I agree 100%.
I don't know why it's there, but I guess because they are then you got to look at it though, because it was a lot of white artists.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And hey, Mag, I was just about to get into that, but because like the thing about it, when the 80s was dropping, was doing this thing
in the early 80s, I felt like
particularly early 80s into like 84, 85, it was landlocked by white artists.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And the media was owned by white companies pretty much. Correct. So you really don't know, you know what I'm saying, where that really came from right there. But I would say this much right here. I would have loved, me personally, to actually sing, because we had so many collaborations back in the 80s.
We did.
A Michael Jackson Prince collaboration would have been outstanding.
Wouldn't that have been amazing though? That would have been so amazing.
So much to the fact that when they was trying to get him on that Smooth Criminal, whichever it was,
bad.
Like, I'm not gonna say my butt is your
that was it. I was just talking about that. Hey man, shout out to my homeboy Dre from Triple J Michelle. Man, that's my brother from another mother right there, man. Salute to Dre, man. I love you, boy. You already know what the deal is. What Dre is saying is that people, I'll bring that right here. When y'all said that Prince more the heartthrob, wasn't nobody falling out at Prince's concerts, but you had people falling out on MJ's concerts.
Well, it's a different type of. It was women that wanted to sleep with Prince. How about that? People
and they were screaming for him at them concerts.
Like, I'm in Prince because I'm a Prince fanatic for real. I'm in Prince groups where they're just like, "Oh, I had his naked body on my wall."
Right? I know.
God damn!
It's a sexy grown. I want him in the bedroom type of response.
Right.
We're too many men at them concerts.
Prince, because Michael Jackson, catered to the kid. Well,
the main thing I remember about I can rebuttal. I can rebuttal what Dre just said. When you see people talking about falling out Michael Jackson concerts, the only thing I remember when you think about people falling out Michael Jackson concerts, it was some Japanese people. He was always in Japan or some stuff falling out. I can't recall no sense of falling out at a Michael Jackson concert. It was always overseas somewhere in Japan or some shit.
Yeah, he was. I mean, that's where he got. I mean, I feel like he made I feel like a lot of artists till today still make a lot of their fandom over from over the United States, over in other countries and stuff. But definitely Michael Jackson did. But you got to remember, Michael Jackson came from way before the 80s though. So
for sure.
No
doubt.
The Jacksons, and all that stuff. Like, you got to remember all that. So like, he was already somebody big to everybody.
Yeah.
And he just kept on growing and growing and growing. So I feel like, that's why for me, you couldn't really compare the two. For me, you just couldn't. They were on two different platforms. So I don't understand the battle, but I get like where he was saying, well, they weren't falling out, like that, but I feel like because men and women could go to a Michael Jackson concert, where I felt like men didn't feel like they wanted to go to a Prince concert.
I ain't going. Yeah, I ain't going to
You
no
know
damn
what I'm saying?
Prince concert.
Like, they ain't
Yeah,
trying to
no.
go to
Yeah,
a Prince
I ain't going to no
concert.
damn. Yeah, fuck no, hell no.
Be like a selective few, you know what I mean?
Because he's showing his butt cheeks and all that.
Yeah, the nigga got a thong on. Yeah, no,
Doing
I
it, like
yeah.
I said, the Mick Jagger move. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
That's why he was stealing all the women, though, because all the men was leaving. They ain't.
Yeah, exactly.
They was
Listen.
backstage, like, okay, Prince, what's up?
Hey,
Right.
hey, Matt, you brought Morris Day a little bit ago, and like my man, I saw an interview with Morris Day, and he was just talking about how he had no chance around Prince. The very second Prince walked in, he's a right. I said, I ain't getting that female. Prince got him. So yeah, man, Prince one of all of them. So Maggie, let me ask you a question right quick before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Prince had a lot of commercial shit, as far as like saying Purple Rain, everything like that. What's your personal Prince joint that says like I can rock this joint out every damn day?
You know what? Because I grew up when my stepdad was listening to Prince heavy, and this is back when now this is in the 90s or so. But
Okay.
back when we started being able to stream music off those questionable sites.
Right. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
And he wanted me to build him a compilation of a lot of underground Prince music that didn't get mainstream because of the controversy. Literally, one of the songs is controversy. So to me, I like the undercard, the underground stuff, like controversy, erotic city,
right shit, yes, yeah.
The raunchiness of Prince.
Yeah.
Now I will listen to like what's that? He got so many tracks, but a lot of people like the Doves Cry and
Well, you heard me. I said Darling Nikki.
Darling
Listen,
so
I said sex shooter right away.
That people wasn't playing as commercial and is all over the place. I like the when he first came out and people wasn't giving the time of the day, especially when he changed his religion and things like that. So a lot of that didn't get broadcast. I like let me pull it up because it's one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know what.
Well, yeah, what did you say? I had no idea. You about that religion? Say what now?
He changed his religion later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he went became a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
And so a lot of his raunchy music, I think that's why he really came with the Batman theme and everything, that came on later on down the line, because he was cleaning it up. And that controversy music, let me see, Prince.
Isn't that pretty funny though, how they both also went different avenues, if you think about it, from when they started in the 80s and how they ended later.
Right.
Like,
so my
everything.
My favorite Prince joints is tie. This is tie. It's a tie. I can't separate the two, unfortunately. But I got 1A and 1B. 1A is a Raspberry Beret. That's my favorite Prince
love
right
that
there.
song.
The second one actually came from what I think is one of the most slept on soundtracks of all time. Dropped in 1989, the Batman soundtrack. And Scandalous. Scandalous is my favorite Prince song.
Yeah, she just said
Scandalous,
that.
Yeah, Scandalous. Yeah, that's my And a lot of people don't. Yeah, a lot of people sleep on the fact that whole damn soundtrack was scored and produced and written by Prince.
Can you remember who played Batman back then?
Michael Keaton, fool.
Which one was it?
Michael Keaton.
Oh, Michael Keaton. Okay. There's so much to remember. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah,
that's right. One of the better Batmans ever.
Really love that. That was very risky for him. Was that anybody ever heard of International Lover?
I have to hear. I
would have to hear. I never heard either.
Basically, he's put in the mindset of him getting with his woman, and it's on the plane ride, International Love. It's just the sounds, the moans, that type of thing.
Those innuendos, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I shouldn't be listening to this.
But you know what? Not to get off Michael and Prince, but I love the 80s so much. Like, I could think of so many songs. I just realized that's today when I was going over the list in my head. I didn't realize how many songs talk about cheating back then. Like, Secret Lovers, the island, in between the sheets. Like, listen.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, yo. Yeah.
There was so many cheater songs back then. Like, today I was like, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't like I heard somebody say one time, like, you love music to love the music because you like the beat to it, right? And you sing the lyrics, but you don't know what you're really singing until later when you're actually like singing the lyrics. You sit there and say, you know what? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
What this means?
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey,
Too. Like, what y'all had going on then?
for sure. Hey,
What was I thinking about
for
back
sure.
then?
Because my thing is this: if there are songs going on about this shit, that shit must be going on in real life. So you got to question yourself, like motherfuckers, like who you look up to, your auntie and auntie and shit, and your uncle, are they fucking cheating and shit? You know what I'm saying? So, but
I know they were. I know.
Listen,
there it is.
I mean, all the songs. Like there was a lot of like them songs, and I couldn't believe it till today. I never really thought about that until I started listening to all the songs. I was like, wait, what? Wait, they cheating over here? They cheating over there? You know?
Right. So one of the
anyways.
things that we move on to the late 80s, y'all. When I like the mid to late, well, actually early to middle 80s, it was very much hardcore, aggressive, hard rock. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? People of color did not have an influence on it really, because you got people like Van Halen and Bon Jovi
Poison,
and Duran and who else? Def Leppard. You know what I'm saying? All that. Now those are joints I rocked out to. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Def Leppard. You know what I'm saying? Pour some sugar on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the movies, all that. You know what I'm saying? The bottom. That's a good ass point. Goddamn, Maggie. Those 1980 movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes. I was talking about that with somebody earlier.
Breakfast Club.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Back to the Future. All that. Police Academy. All that. Man. The comedy back in the day. Matter of fact, the comedy back in the 80s was something serious. Because anything goes. You try to put a shit out now, you got a problem.
Oh yeah. You wasn't last on the episode of
listen, I remember sneaking to watch Porky's, okay? Like back in the day.
Goddamn, man.
I mean, listen, back in the 80s, Porky's, if you played Porky's, anything like Porky's or Revenge of the Nerds, today, it would be a wrap. Like they would not put neither one of the movies on screen today.
I bring all that up because what happened is that, in my opinion, towards like 85 on up, that's when you see a resurgence of R&B. And actually, 85 on up, you know what I'm saying? You see a resurgence. The main resurgence I remember was a young girl from New Jersey dropping her first album, Whitney Houston. And that joint came out in 85. And that joint came out something serious. Yes. When You Give All My Love to Me, you know what I'm saying? It came out, Save All My Love to You. When that happened, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She brought soul to the situation. Let's fast forward to 1986. It continued with another absolute banger, which has to be. It's hard for somebody to say what their favorite joint was back in 1980s. This one was extremely relevant because it had so many bangers on it, and that was Janet Jackson's Control.
Yes, for sure.
And so once those two start coming out, okay, we like the R&B, the hard rock, they still heavy metal, they still doing their thing. But then you got resurgence coming in, and then you got Babyface, the Deal. You know what I'm saying? He was with the Deal. You know what I'm saying? 2 occasions.
Heard a lot.
You know what I mean? 2 occasions. Then you got Roger with a voice box coming in with I Want to Be Your Man.
Ooh, I
so
love
you
that
see
song.
A resurgence coming. You see a resurgence coming. So during that time frame, I start with you, Maggie. Like, what is one of the main songs that really stands out to you, other than Prince? Of course, we talk about Prince.
I know I'm an artist fanatic. I mean, a music fanatic. That's like therapy for me. And I still listen to nothing but old school.
Me too.
Now. I can't. I mean, I can't get with me. I try to because of my kids to get with a couple of things, but if I'm going somewhere, a lounge or anything else, you better be playing some old school R&B, hip hop, and things like that, so I can vibe and chill. Like the place we had the watch party. Old school.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So that's my type of vibe. But all time favorites, I know
that's a hard ass question. I know. Hey, trust me.
You saw my list.
I know it's a hard ass question. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. Some reason though, rock was still hidden for me sometimes. Honestly, I liked. That's hard. Let me come back to it. I gotta think about it.
All right, man. Let it marinate in your mind right quick, Maggie.
Let it marinate. Maybe we can help you think of some answers.
Let it marinate your mind.
Mine all day is gonna be New Edition, all day long.
That's
okay, good. From Candy Girl to Telephone Man. Even they had a cheating song on there. You think about it. He could not get through the operator. He tried to get through the operator because the girl, the phone number. Like, if you think about it, like, even that song, if you think about his girl, he thought his girl was cheating on her. I think
Here's
she
the thing.
was.
Here's the thing about
Right?
new. Here's the thing about New Edition, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We were able in 1980s. We were able to actually the first time you were actually able to see a little boy group,
Yep.
5, 6, 7 years old, literally grow into men. You know what I'm saying? With you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
Candy Girl, and
Yeah.
then in 1986, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Telephone Man, and of course as they continue with you know what I'm saying, 87, that's when you know what I'm saying the whole Bobby Brown thing and when they started breaking up.
When they start bringing
My
my all-time favorite is this the end though from New Edition. Do you remember that song? This that was my very first slow dance ever, girl. Is
I'm gonna
this
tell
the
you,
end?
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
a karaoke guru, y'all, so y'all gonna hear me singing tonight.
for sure,
Hey,
hand your back,
for
hand your
sure.
business, hand
I
your
don't know if you saw
business.
me on yesterday, but I was, running them lines with LL Cool J. This one didn't want to sing with me though, so
I saw the promo. I loved
Yeah.
it.
He
You
was
know,
like, no,
You,
no man,
first of
nobody
all,
sees I need love.
all right, Matt, first of all, Matt, you saw take two because she
okay,
messed up take one.
I
okay.
This all
did.
this G.
For some
This all.
reason, Slick Rick was coming out my mouth and
She all right, take
not.
one. She said she was like, you want to sing, you want to sing LL with me? I need love. I said, yeah, go ahead. She started singing Slick Rick like Dottie, but she
And
caught
that's
herself.
not even
And I
80s.
was
So
like, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even think
man. So
Hottie
we
Dottie
had to,
came out in the
but
80s, so
nah,
I don't even
we
know
had.
where that came
Tacos,
from.
them tacos you ate. That's what it was.
Yeah,
She only had two. What you had two
I
or
only had
three?
like 2.5,
Yeah, my
girl.
black, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, so I would say one of the main joints. I'll straight up. My favorite album, while y'all thinking about it, of the 1980s, more the late 80s,
Mm.
without question, has to be Bobby Brown, Roni.
Yeah. Kinderoni.
Was it Roni? Was it no? What was the name of it? It was the name Roni, was it?
Kinderoni is her name. Yeah. Is that? Well, I don't know. You tell us.
What was Bobby Brown's that man? I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's turning 50. I'm going through right now. But anyway, that Bobby Brown album had Tenderoni, Every
Mm.
Little Step,
Yeah.
My Prerogative, and my favorite song he's ever done, Rock With You. That Rock With You is my
Yeah,
favorite
that was a
song
good
of all
joint.
time by Bobby Brown. Nothing else compares to it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when Bobby Brown exited New Edition, did his thing with that album right there, that to me, when it came out in '88, you know what I'm saying? I was at Woodbury High School. I mean, Woodbury Junior High. And by the way, Maggie, I forgot to tell you, me and Miss Savage and my brother, we all from the same hometown. We from all from Las Vegas, Nevada. I
Okay.
know this girl right here for over 30 years, you know. So she knew me when I was like, a little itty bitty something. She knew me about 70 pounds ago. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
We went to different junior highs though. I went to like rougher. He went to the more nicer junior high schools. I went to the more bad junior high
And
schools. More,
hippie
Yeah. I
school.
didn't get to go to the nice high school till later.
Bam. Hey, thank you so much, Lala. Miss Lala came through in the clutch. Don't be cruel. Thank you, Lala. I mean, your
Yes,
boy had a
that's
moment.
good. That's
That was the
nice.
name of the album. Don't be cruel. Thank you,
Mhm.
Lala. Your boy had a moment for a second.
I didn't have a favorite album. I think I had a bunch of favorite songs from a lot of different albums
That's
I
what I'm
loved.
thinking. I mean, I
Right?
just had my favorite songs that I really like for people.
Yeah.
But a
Like,
good album that you can listen to from beginning
Start to finish.
is
Absolutely.
New
yeah.
Edition, is
Yeah.
Bobby
It's
Brown,
right.
is
Right. But,
Michael Jackson. You can listen to
mhm.
now. Prince is a hit and miss for a lot of people, but Michael
Oh yeah.
Jackson, shoot,
I could give you
put it
one
all the
hit.
way out.
I'm not gonna say one hit wonders, but I can give you like one or two off of a lot of albums, like Climax, Ready for the World, Cameo. You know what I mean? Like if we talk R&B, I can go all day long with like one or
Yeah.
two songs, like
Atlantic Star.
Atlantic Star, like Secret Lovers, Ready for the World, Let Me Love You Down. Like man, that was the cut. I don't care what anybody. I would still rock that song today. Bump it like it's brand new. I love that joint. Candy. By Cameo. I still rock that today. It's played like at every wedding. Like who doesn't get on the dance floor for
And
that?
of course, and of course, one of my main ones, of course, is Force MD's Tender Love.
Oh
Oh yeah,
man,
Force MD
yeah,
Tender Love is one of my favorite love songs of all
yeah.
time.
yes, yes. Go ahead,
I'm
sing it.
not gonna sing
Will you
it, your
sing
boy.
that
Yeah,
one? Why not?
I'll for one, yeah, my vocal cords cannot, you know what I'm saying, maintain
Okay.
that note right there. You know what I'm
Well, so if you
saying?
steer away from well, not to cut you off, but if you steer away from because I'm trying to watch time. If you steer away from R&B, what about rap? You know?
I was just about to ask both of y'all. We'll start with our guest
Oh.
Maggie. Maggie, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
In your opinion, what was more influential to the 1980s? 1980s rap and hip hop or 1980s R&B? Towards the back end, I say from 85 on up.
You can't do that. You gotta do like
What rap? Okay, well, what rap?
Wait,
Good rap thing was going on back in the early '80s.
well, I'm just saying. I thought you were only saying 85 on up because that's all you can remember.
No, well,
I'm
yeah,
just going
that
by
too.
what you
Because yeah,
told me.
your boy off. Yeah, my memory off. First of all, that's a private conversation. We'll start there. I don't know why the hell you said that shit. That's between me and
I just
you.
put you in the hot seat for the first
It's all
time
to
in a
the G.
minute.
But when you think about the overall impression of the 1980s, which one's more important? The 1980s R&B or 1980s hip hop and rap? We had some heavy hitters come out in the 1980s.
Well,
Your girl, you know what I'm saying? Miss Savage, LL Cool J came out,
it
and all
was.
that.
You did.
I think this is when hip hop was starting to, really get noticed. We had Slick Rick. We had, people like that. Like you was in the club, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
Slick
And then the
Rick,
mixture.
Public Enemy,
Right. Run DMC.
Airbnb Arcade, yeah,
You
Rakim, yeah.
know,
Beastie Boys.
Beastie
Man.
Boys. You
Beast
had
Boy.
that was when people was really in the streets breakdancing
Yeah. And is it me?
hip hop was huge.
Right, is it me? And most of all those, like Dougie Fresh and all them, maybe I'm wrong, Rob Bass, a lot of them came from the East Coast, not like
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, no, for sure.
for sure. That type of style came from the East
They were deep
Coast.
in NYC.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I feel like that was. I feel like whenever I feel like me and Debo talk about this a lot. Whenever we're talking about rap, we feel like West Coast came out with like raw, like that hard, right? But then East Coast came out with that like that more vibe and rap. Like you can like rap, but also kind of like everybody was out in the street, like kind of like vibing too and stuff. Like a different type of vibe. It was like that good time rap. I maybe that's not the right way to say that, but you know what I mean? Like it just had that flow. You know what I'm saying? So
the way they dressed.
Yes, yeah.
The boomers, they had different styles back then. Everybody was like, man,
right.
they look good walking up in there. Other than, yes, the colorful clothes was into because of the rock and things like that. But
right.
Hip hop style.
Oh yeah, the Adidas wear, the Reebok wear. Like if I remember right, I mean Run DMC made Adidas and that whole thing come all together. That like wearing the Adidas without the shoelaces, wearing like that whole like the sweatsuit thing, wearing the hats and all that come together. And then they made a deal out of that. I think it was like, if I read up right, it was like 1.5 or 6-7 million dollars, and that was the first time they actually collabed on something like that back then. And now moving forward, you had everything else come after that, so if you think about it, that was like a start of like where hip-hop and fashion actually just molded together, and it became something so huge after that,
it became huge too, because if you think about it, people I actually got a record player downstairs that we got where I do get record players. It was the thing where the turntables, you bring in your new album in there, DJ rocking it, everybody in there looking good, and it was back when it was a lot of craziness going on. Of course, drugs is around and everything.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Big time, yo. Hell yeah.
They get into it then, though. It was a fun time to be everybody on the dance floor doing something.
Yes.
And that's why I said earlier, Maggie, like the A's was I don't give a fuck era.
Yes. Well, you can
if I can say like you enjoy the fuck out of life, no restrictions, and people literally did not give a fuck.
Absolutely not.
Right. Absolutely. Music, I feel like today music either tears you apart or brings you together. And if it does, not always in a good way, but back then music brought you together.
And back then people put substance and meaning.
They did.
Now they just throw up something on the beat and that's gonna go viral. Like
or it's a beat you heard before. Like today's music is garbage. Like not all. There's some. I will give a little bit of flowers out there, but they don't make music like the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s. You can't tell me they do.
And they never will.
Pound for pound.
Miss Savage, they never will.
They never will.
It's a rap.
They never will.
It's a rap. And just like Maggie said, that's why when you go to these little bar establishments, they playing shit from back in the day. I mean, now, of course, you got Leon Thomas, shit like that, but like nothing like it was back in the day.
For sure.
Nothing.
And straight out to my people.
This is a rap, yo.
A lot of people like K-pop today, because K-pop does bring some of that old type of like beat from back in the day, and how they sing and how they come in as a group, and how it's just all of it's just music, and you got the younger kids liking it, you got the older kids, you got your parents liking it, you know what I'm saying? So like I always got to give a shout out to my Asian folks, you know what I'm saying? Like that K-pop, some of that K-pop can be great.
Yeah, my kids are into that K-pop.
I have no clue the hell y'all talking about.
It's like
listen to some of it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's girl ones too, but not to steer away from real quick, but I just watched a show not too long ago, and they brought some of the old school like Little Kim and who else was on there? We were just talking about Vanilla Ice and Run Deems. They brought some of them old school groups we were talking about, and then brought them to today's K-pop groups, and they mashed it together. And let me tell you, it was bomb. Yeah, and I think it was on. I want to say it was on either Hulu or Netflix, but it was on one of them. But it was some good music, man.
I'm gonna check it out. Hey, man. Hey man, thank y'all. Hey, we sitting vibing out. Thank y'all for coming by. Everybody watching right now, we definitely appreciate it. The Devo Savage Life, man. We sitting about talking about. We usually talk about the 90s, but today we're talking about the 80s, and we vibing out with the 80s and everything. Yes. We got Maggie T in the building, yo. Unexpected. Let me ask you a question.
Happy Maggie, thank you.
You talking about Prince? I had to come, defend.
Oh, for sure. You got to show the shirt. Show the shirt one more time. Show the shirt, Maggie.
I love it.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh shoot!
The purple one, goddamn. The purple one. The purple one. Shit.
I got a Whitney Houston shirt too. I was debating on which one I was gonna put on.
Oh, listen, my daddy. Shout out to my daddy. My daddy took me to my first Whitney Houston concert. Okay.
What?
And he got us 2 rows from the stage to the point where I could see the sweat coming off of her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I love my daddy, dude. He took me to all my first. And he took me to my first country, my pop rock, to my Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson. My dad was my concert person. And man, when I tell you, I got to be one of the people I got to say I got to see. Like, I can never say I saw Prince, right? But I can always say I saw Whitney. You know, and back in the prime too, like in the 80s, like, when she was just, she was just, oh my God, it was just amazing. And that's how close we were, like just all the sweat, and I used to be, oh my God, Dad, like, I used to think that was so crazy, like, how is she sweating so much, and so, but it was amazing, dude. Like, shout out to my daddy for that. That's just a memory that you will always hold,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's my questions, y'all. Like we talked about a little bit ago about the movies from back in the 80s. Is there I already know what mine is. I'm gonna tell y'all in a second, but of course, ladies first. What movie came out in 1980s that you can just watch all day long? Miss Maggie, what's up with you?
That's a good.
Actually, we started Miss Savage because I did Maggie last time. Miss Savage.
I was just talking to this with a friend earlier. I
already know what mine is all day long.
Well, we talking like holiday or non-holiday? Because you're specific. For me, it's gonna be. Well, it's just a funny question, but for me, I'm gonna say Die Hard. I can rewatch Die Hard over and over.
Is Die Hard Christmas?
Yes.
Is Die Hard Christmas movie?
That's what I said. If you would ask me what my favorite,
that's a big time controversy. Is Die Hard Christmas movie?
Yes, because it's filmed during Christmas season. He'd be putting on a Santa Claus outfit. It's Christmas trees, Christmas lights. Yes, snow everywhere. Christmas music. To me, it is Christmas music movie. Somebody said earlier, what was that one they play every Christmas? The white. What is the little boy? Don't shoot your eye out. Remember that one? They were
a Christmas Story.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Nah, Die Hard all day. Sorry. It's going Die Hard all day. That's me.
All right, so you got so Die Hard is your favorite. Yes. And I ain't mad at it. Ron the Historian, what up, bro? Debo, what up, Ron? Some big time shine, big time shout out to Brian the Historian and the Birdcage, man.
Personally, a movie I can watch over and over again probably is anything that Eddie Murphy was doing around it. Like he just
Coming to America.
Like anything that Eddie Murphy was, Trading Places, and some of them, I was into Eddie Murphy because I love comedy. So
right.
that funny man. So he was like the Chris Tucker of
He was.
So it's like anything that Eddie Murphy was doing, I was there. Like,
do you remember when he came out with his comedy shows?
It was the 90s though. I think
his comedy shows, Delirious and Raw. Remember them? I'll never forget that McDonald bit when he was like, "Mama."
He was just hilarious to me. And Raw,
so funny,
Delirious, all of that. I was sneaking, watching and listening to him because of course he was influenced by Richard Pryor and Red Fox and things like that. So it's like, I don't know. I was like, it was one of those, ooh, he's talking about stuff I shouldn't be listening to. He's hilarious. And then his acting and things like that in these movies, being those different characters and anything, that was amazing to me. For me.
Yeah. And you can still watch them today.
Yes,
Oh,
you
for
can.
sure.
All of them, for
For
sure.
sure.
Over
My
and over again.
my favorite 1980s movie, and anybody in the chat, y'all can chime in too. My favorite 1980s movie that I can literally watch all day long is without question Who's the Master? The Last Dragon. I can watch The
Oh,
Last
I completely
Dragon
forgot about that movie. I ain't
all
gonna lie.
fucking day. Close second
Yes.
coming to America, and before after that, probably Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Of course, that's one of my favorite
Yes.
movies right
One of
there
my
too.
all-time favorites too.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? But without question, my favorite movie in the 1980s, without question, is The Last Dragon. Man,
Well,
who's the best?
I
since
used to
you
like
only,
Little Shop of Horrors too.
oh, I was just talking about that today too, because I'm a music person. I'm a big
Mhm.
Broadway musical fan. Anybody tell you I love me some Broadways, Maggie? So Little Shop of Horrors all day. You had so many people up in that movie
Yes.
all day. I love it, love it. But I was gonna ask Mitch. I'm sorry, Debo. Sorry, it's so hard when life ain't on here. I just want to revert to his.
All right, all right, all right.
Government name.
My real name Mitchell Debo. All right, so I'm pretty all right. So there, I'm put out there shit because she didn't say it like 3-4 times and shit. This is what it is. Fuck it.
I'm so sorry, no, because when they're both on here, I can
But
do it back and
but Maggie,
forth.
she known for like 30 fucking years and shit. So
Yeah,
it
so
is
it's
what it is.
hard for me sometimes. But
Ooh,
what I
wait a
want
second.
to
Here's a
ask.
good one. Here's a good one. Ghostbusters. That's a good one right there.
Ghostbusters, yes.
Ghostbusters, yes.
Mhm,
The original
yes.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But I wanted
What's
to
your
ask,
question?
remember the movie Adventures in Babysitting?
Mhm.
So I'm always, a lot of times, I don't know if you've seen our show, they come for me sometimes. So I want to ask, Debo, did you ever have a babysitter, and did you ever think of your babysitter the way he thought of his babysitter in that movie?
Shit, man. All my babysitters I had back in the day, man. That girl's fine as hell. Shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You man, he
Right.
baby say, hey, we can be hey, I mean there was yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I'm
Okay.
telling you asked me a question, I'm telling you, anytime I had babysitter come
Thank
on,
you. I'm glad
which
you
I can't
answered.
recall and shit. My mom's let me and my brother at the crib by ourselves. Fuck it.
Isn't that crazy? Back then you could do that. Like, I literally was thinking, I used to watch my brother when I was like 10 years old.
I'm talking about like she would leave us by
No
herself, but we like
problem.
8 years old type of shit.
Yeah, like that early. I want to say 10, but like 8, 9, 10, and no problems. Nobody had a problem with it. You know, your mama had to go to work, your daddy had to go to work. Who gonna, they weren't thinking about paying no babysitter unless it was at nighttime, But no, if you had an older brother, sister, even if they were by a few years, you watched them.
Just got
You
told,
know?
don't lock that door. I mean,
Don't
don't
open,
unlock
right?
it,
Right.
The phone. I'm gonna have a note on the door. You got chores and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I used to
Right.
get my siblings up for school before I
Right.
had school. Like,
Not today. Not
Can't do that.
today.
Yeah, hell no, you can't do it today.
Heck no.
So we're gonna wrap it before we do anything. First of all, thank everybody for coming and checking us out. And
Yes.
The beer coming out, yeah, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Well, why his beard coming out?
The beer coming
We
out.
didn't get to touch on what was your favorite cartoon in the 80s growing up. real
Ooh,
quick?
okay, all right.
oh,
Man,
good one.
that's a good one, Miss Savage.
Okay. And then I have a follow-up question to that.
Sorry, know what mine's is, goddamn shit.
I gotta go look at some. I gotta think about it. Let's see. 80s cartoon. That's like Darkweed. No, that was
No, that's like that was 90s type joint, yeah.
And no, that wasn't that either. When was let's see, cartoons?
You guys had like Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
You had the Smurfs.
Smurfs.
Like He-Man.
Yo, let me go ahead and say it. Mine
Okay, go ahead,
Voltron.
say
Hey,
it.
mine Voltron.
Voltron?
Mine
Okay.
Voltron all day. You know what I'm saying? Ron from the
Okay.
Birdcage said Thundercat. Oh hell yeah, Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Air Raiders, all that, yo, for sure. But no,
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Voltron, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yes, Scooby-Doo. Now,
And you know what I'm
see,
saying? And
that was another thing. They were smoking in that van.
they were getting high as fuck, for sure.
And all
They motherfuckers getting high as fuck in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
They're just high.
They were getting dumb high. You saw the van they were driving.
I wanted the van. I was like, I want to be a hippie.
Right, listen.
Man, they were motherfucking getting high as fuck in that damn. But hey, funny ass shit. Hey, here's my thing.
Mhm.
It's some dumb ass shit, but fuck it. They were high as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Scooby, they always had a fine fucking Scooby Skag and all that shit. But they were always able to find the villain.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me high as motherfucker? And my thing is this: if I'm a villain and I see that goddamn van pull up, I'm out. Cause they gonna find my ass.
Yeah.
They was always able to find a villain type of shit. What the fuck is that shit about?
Shout out to Daphne. Why was she the sexy one? Like,
Oh man, that
like
Daphne
not
was
the
fun, man.
nerdy
Yeah,
Daphne.
hey man, hey, let me tell you something. Daphne and Fred, they were breaking that, man. They were crushing.
Man.
Daphne and Fred were crushing, boy.
What was the name? What was her name?
Velma.
Oh, Velma. And give her a bad name too. Velma. Like listen.
Hell yeah, Fred and Daphne, they were crushing like a motherfucker.
Listen,
Shit.
Scooby never spoke. He just, they just thought he did.
Huh? Huh?
So my backup question to that is, since we're talking about cartoons, what was your favorite toy growing up in the 80s? Like, if you had a favorite one that you wanted or you got.
I was a Barbie girl all day long.
Yeah, me too. Barbie
Dream
girl.
House, Barbie this, Barbie everything.
So do you remember the Michael Jackson dolls I was talking about earlier?
I don't remember that.
Really? Y'all gotta look them up.
I think you made that shit. I think you made that shit up, real talk. I think you made that shit up.
I did not. You know what? Let's put a bet on it right now.
I know I ain't made but shit. I'm just saying I've never seen this shit before.
You know what? When I lock in. Listen. Like they even had a Brooke Shields one. I'm not kidding you. You know what I'm saying? Like when my mama had to buy our love, she bought our love, and she bought me some Michael Jackson dolls.
My favorite toy. I had two of them. I actually, my favorite toys were.
They
did. See?
Mm-hmm.
3.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Can you imagine how much they probably be worth right now if I still have them in the box and never took them out to date Barbie and drive around in my car? Like, man, that'd be worth so much money.
You be retired right now. Shit, my favorite toy back in the day, of course, was GI Joe toys and Transformer toys all day.
Oh yeah,
all day.
My brother used to get mad when I used to steal his GI Joes to play with Barbie.
Well, yeah. It was a whole family because we had Barbie, GI Joes, and Transformers.
For sure. All that. And finally, before we depart, I'm gonna ask y'all a question right quick about it. This is deep late into the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Deep late in the 80s, right? Type of shit.
Okay.
And I just want to get your opinion on the whole thing about the rise and fall of Milli Vanilli.
Girl, you know my name. Is that the song?
No, fuck no. Girl, you know it's true. What the hell are you talking about?
Girl, you know it's true. I don't know if you know this, man. I be saying some crazy stuff sometimes. It just be like flowing. But yeah, girl, you know it's true.
When Milli Vanilli came out, I want to say 88, 89. I was at Woodbury. I forgot what it was. They came out. These two, you know what I'm saying? These tall ass, you know what I'm saying, brothers. They just doing their thing from Germany, apparently. You know what I'm talking about? Girl, you know it's true. Blame it on the rain. All for nothing. They doing their thing. Took America, the world by storm.
Man.
By storm. And they were just doing their thing. And apparently they went to a concert and they were limp syncing and the damn thing stopped and started skipping. And that's when people know that Milli Vanilli.
Think about that. That's crazy.
Was a fraud.
Total fraud. Is today lip sync.
Lip sync now.
Absolute fraud.
I carry.
Oh, right? Oh, yeah. Because don't let her try to move around on stage and catch your breath. that lip syncing is real. So maybe they started something.
But this is when you didn't have all the auto tunes on the microphone. So people really had to sing.
Right.
Houston, Patti LaBelle.
Artists
like that. You had to
say that.
To get deep into, a lot of
Hey, as a matter of fact, Maggie, what about the collaborations back in the day? You said Patti LaBelle, and Michael McDonald on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
George Michael and I forgot
with a couple of artists.
But the collaborations back in the day, outstanding.
They had some great ones back in the day. I used to have a very famous. I can't think of it right now. I'm pretty sure it'll come to me, but man, I felt like that collab was great. I can't think right now. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up though. It will at some point. Maybe not today. Maybe next show. I'm like, I remember that collab now.
It's all to the G. It's all to the G, y'all. Hey, man, this has been a great show, man. And I want to say thank you, Maggie T, man. You solid gold, man.
Good to have another girl on this show where I come back anytime because I'm getting dominated, girl.
Changed it because I have.
Okay, here's the deal. That's bullshit. You keep on talking about they're ganging up on me. We never gang up on you. I'm gang up on your ass. My twin brother will say some shit and he's gonna fuck up on me about something he said. By the By the way,
you
man,
be
hey,
going hard. I think you need a hug sometimes, Debo.
I tried to give you a hug yesterday. You weren't having it.
Listen, that
This,
I'm saying that
yeah.
you're right.
You heard me, Maggie. Hear that shit? Yeah. Yeah. So another thing I like Maggie T, man. Another reason I like Maggie T, man. She is actually a twin too.
I am.
She is.
Oh my God, you are?
Yeah.
Wow, identical?
No, like see, they look alike. We look like she's. Well, this camera making me a little brighter, but she's this color. You know. She is.
Y'all beautiful. You beautiful, girl. I don't know if you see my co-host. She beautiful too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So listen, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, hey! Before we head on, Maggie, I will just have to ask you a quick question, right quick. And I jumped in on your show last night. Once again, Maggie T Productions. She is part of AFN, Atlanta Falcons Network. Y'all, please check her out, man. She is a host of LYFE of AFN. Host of Beautiful Queens and who know they shit. That's what I want to reiterate something. These sisters know they shit. They know stats. They know all that. They know the direction of the team. And if you want some knowledge, you go to Laborers at AFN every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? So please, you know what I'm saying, check them out. And ever since me, and matter of fact, because, you know what I'm saying, Maggie, about a month ago, she said she couldn't people our channel out inside because our show coincided, you know what I'm saying, conflicted with what they were doing. I said, man, fuck this, don't move this shit back because, you know what I'm saying, I don't like to do shit. I personally I don't like to do shows when other motherfuckers doing shows. It is what it is.
So I was saying I was having a lot of fun going back in the 90s. I was like, you got to do it on the.
And she missing it, yeah, she missing it.
Stay on topic when we can stay on topic.
Right, yeah, for sure. But
I mean, showing tatas and stuff, you know.
Right, Maggie.
Wish you could have been there for me last week, girl. Wish you could have been there for me last week.
What happened last week?
Oh, we know what happened last week. Let's not go into the past, all right? Let's leave the past in the past. Let's not bring it up now.
All right, why bring it up for?
Might start another. They were coming for me in the chat too. They were coming for me in the chat. So
let me tell you something. Maggie's on right now. I want to ask her that damn 4 to 5 month question so bad right now. I ain't gonna do this shit. I'm gonna keep it moving.
You asked my homegirl, and she told you straight up that me and your brother, she thought that me and your brother was right, you know. But here's the thing, Maggie. All right, we're just gonna cut this real short, okay? And I know Ryan in the chat, so he might be nodding his head back.
He in the chat right now. He approved my ass shit.
So listen, hold up. So here's the thing. The thing is what I think where Mitch is not figuring this out still. Okay, Deepa Vibes, not figuring out. What we were saying, like, if you met a girl that maybe had multiple partners, like let's say 4 or 5 within the last 6 months, and she was honest with you, would you mess with her? And he was like, no, that's great. I ain't gonna mess with nobody. So then we changed it up. We said, okay, well, what if she never told you, and later down the road, you like 6 months or a year into the relationship, and then she decides to be honest. Well, then it changes. Oh, well, we've already been together now. Well, we were just saying it was still the same girl. You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't make sense to us for you to say, well, I wouldn't have got with her.
That ain't the full fucking story. That ain't the full goddamn story.
That is the full story.
No.
That is pretty much the gist of the story. And we said it and when Lala was on the show.
You talking about the second part. No, when this shit, all right, Maggie, see.
No, I'm listening, because.
All right, so when this shit went down, they asked me, I don't know how the fuck shit came up. They was like, would you be with a girl who told you in 6 months she had 4 or 5 partners? I said, hell fucking no. I said, hell fucking no. Because
y'all called what's her name? I think it was Pam or somebody on a living single a hoe, pretty much. And I was like, how was she a hoe? Because she was single? Like, because she was going out on dates and had multiple partners. That's how basically it initially came up. And then that's when his brother came for him. And then there was a very.
And then you came for me and shit. Yeah, both of you motherfuckers came for my ass. I stand. Go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Boy.
No, listen. I just feel like 6 months. We're not talking about 6 days, 6 weeks. We're talking like 6 months. I get it. Like, we've grown. We all have a past or whatever. You know, we talk about like, you know, being out here being like, you know. I'm just saying, like, 6 months is a long time. We talk about one.
No. It ain't like someone done that shit. Ain't like someone been with 4 or 5 partners and they stop in 6 months that they meet you. No, they're still engaging in sex for 4 or 5 people. Then they meet you, Maggie. They were trying to tell me, oh, well, if she's the one, he's the one. When they meet you, y'all can fall in love, and then that person will stop doing shit. Hell, fucking no. That person will still keep fucking people.
Why would you not think you're valuable enough to say that if I met 4 guys before you, and then I meet you, whether I slept with them or not? Okay.
No. That's what I'm saying. See, you're sleeping with them. You're sleeping with them. You're sleeping with them.
Hold up. Let's say I slept with all 4. Okay, and I meet you.
5. You said 5.
Okay. Let's say I slept with 5 dudes in 6 months. Okay, and now I meet Mitch, and I'm like, yo.
Debo vibes.
Oh my God, Debo vibes, and I'm like, yo. You're the one I want to be with. How do you not value yourself enough to be like, you know what? Dang, like, why wouldn't I choose you?
I just said there's no fucking way I'll be with a woman who had been with 4 to 5 dudes in 6 months. Because what made me think you're gonna stop at me?
So
why wouldn't I? If I think you're that special,
and I just said, and Maggie, that was my opinion, right? That's my opinion. They told Miss Savage, my twin brother, they was like, well, that person really loves me. That's all me. I said, cool, that's your opinion. My opinion is, hell, there ain't no fucking way I fuck with no girl who have been on 4 or 5 dudes in 6 months. They look for 30 minutes, they jumped on my back for that shit.
Because we talked about if she was honest, okay? And not only that, if she wasn't honest, you would have still rocked with her later.
No, I'm not doing it. All right, okay.
You. If she wasn't honest with you, she was honest with you 6 months down the line or a year, you still would have stayed with her. You said, of course I'm gonna stay with her. We've already been together.
They would crash out. They found that out. You with all these people, and I don't know. It would be. It's an ego thing sometimes for some people.
But the man.
Yeah.
That's my girlfriend said, pretty much.
Yeah. So
women or men are different.
So damn, you was messing around with these folks, especially if you running into some of them homeboys that like, oh, I used to date him. Oh,
and my thing, hey, Maggie, my thing is this: especially on the same side of town, like if we all in Decatur, you gonna run into somebody. You gonna because Atlanta is not that big. If you're all in the same neighborhood or in the same city, you're gonna run into one of the motherfuckers that she done did that said act with. So this is my opinion. Like I said,
that's not what
like I said, it's my opinion. Shit.
But don't you think you should value yourself a little more and think that somebody might say, because everybody got a pass. We had up in that age.
Again, I ain't screwing no girl who done had 4 or 5 dudes in 6 months.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, I can't believe that you don't think that some woman would think you are value enough to stop at you. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's what we gotta agree, disagree. So Maggie, like I said, man, I know.
Okay.
Maggie,
this argument is gonna last.
It's an audition. I mean, you're dating. You're still single.
See?
Unless you're gonna say I'm exclusive with this person. Now
I'm telling both of y'all, because I'm thinking myself, she's not gonna stop at me. Why would a woman perform sexual acts with 4 or 5 dudes in 6 months and then stop at me?
Somewhere down the line, they had something with somebody else before that. Then they meet you, and you guys just click like that. And then next thing you know, it's like, you know what? Actually, I really like this person. Let's move forward with this. And that she's really showing that she's really into you, consistent with it. All into you because of all of that in the background. I mean, honestly, people got damn passes. I was just with somebody in November. If I start dating somebody right now, they're gonna have an attitude about it.
November, that shit almost Maggie, that's totally different. That's damn near a fucking year ago and shit. What the fuck?
True.
But you said
that's 6 months is
a half a year. 6 months is a half a year. You're talking about 6 months. We didn't say
she said one dude. She said one dude in a year. Y'all talking about 4 or 5 dudes in 6 months.
Let's put everything real on the table. A majority of women out there aren't really fucking 6 dudes in 6 months. Let's just be real, okay? Because women are different. We ain't like these dudes out here where y'all are banging 6 women in like 6 weeks, so a woman a week. Okay?
So every single man that you know is banging 4 or 6 females. I'm fucking 50 years old. You saying 50-year-old men are fucking banging 4 or 5 women in fucking 6 months? That the fuck you just said?
I'm saying it's more likely for a man to do it than a woman, but a woman would be honest with you. And I feel like a woman would come to you and say, you know what?
That's
We
like
got this
that,
vibe
yo,
going.
that's like saying, oh, it's more likable, it's more likable that or it's gonna happen that a man is gonna cheat on a woman than a woman cheat on a man. That's
No,
bullshit.
I won't. I would never say that. A woman can cheat on a man just like a man can cheat on a woman.
Right.
Listen.
Right.
I will
So
never
how you
put
gonna
that.
sit? How you gonna sit there and say that? Oh, it's more like it's
Because
more
men,
like.
because I feel like men do sleep around more than women sleep around on men.
I just said that shit. No, that don't happen.
Okay.
How would you figure that? Where the stats at? That a man sleeps around on
You're
women
right.
more
You
than
know
women
what?
sleep
You're
around
right.
men.
You're right. You're
Hell,
right.
hell, past
But
relationships I was cheated on.
I will say a woman will tell you before a man tells you that, you know what, you the one. And for you not to believe that a woman would be able to stop at you, it baffles me. If you don't think a nice woman or somebody that just because she comes with a couple, you know, like she said, passes, whatever, baggage, whatever you want to call them these days, says, Debo, you are the one. I am stopping at you. I ain't going no further. Let's make this work. Let's make it happen. You are the one. And for you to sit there and say, nah, I don't believe that.
I'm gonna be devil advocate. I know y'all ready to close this out.
Mm-hmm.
But dating nowadays, the women now, as far as what they're looking for, and you know, basically now it's more about what you can provide and things like that. So they're looking for the next person that can, you know, use and get over and things like that. So I don't see some of those type of women saying, okay, that's the one right there. It's like, okay, what I can get out of him and drain them out of him. And then it's like, I'm not getting what I want from that. I'm gonna move on to the next. Or have the other person on the other line, like different phone numbers and things like that. I've seen that happen. So it just really, really honestly truly depends on the woman.
It does. It does. It really does. But I just felt we were just saying that we just feel like it's just crazy for him to think that nobody would be able to say you the one after having that many partners.
It's my opinion. It's my opinion. It's a big deal.
Okay.
Maggie.
That's what opinions are for.
Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Commanders coming in town this week, yo.
Yeah.
And we did not look so good last week.
We don't.
What happened?
We got what happened. The Falcons got blown out. What didn't happen?
Yeah.
Everything bad happened. Yeah, you already know. Yeah, Falcons got blown out 30-0. In your opinion, what can we do? I saw y'all show and I concur. That whole thing with Ike Hillier, the bullshit.
That was a cop out.
There's a big ass. Yeah, so all I can say is this: if we start 1-3, the conversations had to be done, and action has to be made. That's all I'm going to say. Because at this point, it looks like the same way it was last year. We got Raheem Morris, got a good mouthpiece, and then nothing happens. Nothing fucking happens. And for you to fire Ike Hillier for no damn reason, he ain't calling plays now. He like y'all touched on. He's responsible for to make sure the alignment of the receivers are there. But he did the same thing last year with the same fucking receivers. So why you firing his ass now?
My thing is, it was the excuses they was trying to make that, oh, it was communication issues with the headset. You're talking about everybody else in the NFL ain't having issues with their headsets. My thing is, if it was happening in the first game, you need to be coming down there from that box to the field second game. Like, you should have just been in there all together. As far as if you heard the press conference, I don't even know watched it back, but Zach, he basically was like, they asked him about the predictability of our play calling. I don't feel it is.
Mm-hmm.
He honestly don't feel that his play calling is predictable.
It's very predictable.
So it's like, to me, I don't have that much confidence. As long as that man is offensive coordinator, I don't see him coming onto the field. If he's going to be running the same plays, pistols and all that, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And if I'm just going by what Zach Robinson is doing, and Miss Adams, Zach Robinson are the offensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons. If I'm a defensive coordinator or just anybody associated with the Washington Commanders, my thing is this: they're not throwing downfield. They're not going to throw downfield. Like Zach Robinson's plays. I don't know what the hell this man doing, but he did the screen passes. These little, you know what I'm saying, and then Michael Penix with check downs and everything. It's not working. And I was going back and forth a couple of weeks ago. This should have been resolved, and that's why I think that Michael Penix Jr. should have played in the preseason. because when you're on the field and doing things on the actual field, mistakes happen. The pushback I was getting was like, well, when they had practices, they can do the same thing. No, it ain't the same thing, and we're seeing it right now. So
No, because I mean, other than that scrimmage when they bring in a team to practice with, but you got to get that practice amongst another team in real time on the field, an actual game.
An actual game, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
I agree with that.
Maggie T.
Some of his, if his passes are too high or too low, or we would have caught that in preseason just a little bit.
I feel like this past Sunday, even with our team, it was a crazy football day all day. Like there was so many upsets, and the point spreads were either high or low. Like it was, to me, I felt like Sunday was crazy. And then it ended with the most boringest game ever that night. Like I don't even remember what happened at the end of that game. The last game of the night on Sunday night. I think you were watching it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Even you were saying it was boring, right? It was just Sunday was just crazy to me. Like I don't know what the heck was going on Sunday. It was that football Sunday was crazy.
Run from birdcage, man. Zach needs to go on, and he needs to be gone. There's no accountability, and it shows that the type of behavior separates locker rooms and destroys culture. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I was literally a pawn. Yeah, for sure, that part. Let's see here. The issue is a pass protection in the pass pro that has been bad for years, and it's never been addressed. We have not taken it to get into account. Yeah, so.
All right, yeah.
So Miss Adams, welcome to our world. Y'all 3-0. We won 2 with this bullshit. By the way,
we barely won.
She's a 49ers fan, by the way.
49ers fan back here. We barely won. We won with all new players, pretty much.
Yeah.
We won with our backup. So I don't know. That's a good thing. Maybe that's the best thing that could have happened. I don't know. We'll find out this weekend.
Look, 49ers are always, good in regular season, just postseason. But we hand all too well though. Just throwing jabs out there.
Well, listen, all the players that could get hurt already got hurt, so we ain't got nothing else to lose. So we rock with a brand new team right now. So listen, pretty much we'll see if it rocks this weekend.
Hey, before we head out, I got a couple of rapid fire questions from Maggie T. Maggie T, you from A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's a couple of rapid fire questions for you. Best restaurant in Atlanta, in your opinion?
Oh.
It can be anything. It can be anything. What's your go-to? Like, I gotta get something to eat.
Yeah, because I'm new, so I want to know.
What, American Deli? What you got?
Are you talking about like regular chain?
Regular shit. Yeah, it can be anything. Yeah.
That's a good one.
You want to pass on that?
I'll pass on that one.
All right, pass on that. All right, that's cool. That's what's up. East side or west side?
I'm west side. I'm born and raised west side.
West side? West side, cool. Okay, that's what's up. Favorite A-Town rapper?
In-town rapper?
A-Town rapper.
Yeah.
A-Town, yeah.
Hit them all them.
The Cast? Does your family?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Outcast is bomb. I love me some Outcast.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So where would you tell me to go because I'm new still to the area, right? So where would you tell me is the one place I should check out while I'm here? Why, like one of the things I need to go check out.
It just depends on what you like to do.
I like to do anything, all of it, girl. Like I'm very outgoing, so I'm always down to try something new.
Me personally, when I go out and do things, I'm always looking for like live music, R&B vibe, or things like that. So, you ever been to what's that place? I can't think of it. St. James Place or something like that.
St. James Place. It's
a lot of artists that go there. They have a lot of. It's like a date night vibe, if you will, but it's more grown and sexy. And then they have a lot of people performing. Who is it? I can tell you that in a minute. I love that place, and it's got good food.
Is Dugan still open or no?
Well, the Dugan's on my side, no, because I'm on the south side now.
Right.
Oh no, Dugan's was the spot though.
Yeah, for sure. You described Dugan's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what would you say my side is if I'm over by Douglasville and Hiram?
It's called St. James Live. Check it out. It's like
there you go, St. James Live. That's what's up.
Yeah,
St. James Live. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look it up.
I like that place.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Got it.
Maggie, you showed
Thank
up
you
and
so much,
showed out.
Maggie.
Thank you so much for coming on and vibing out with us. You know what I'm talking about? We definitely appreciate it. And hey, I'm gonna say let everybody know, man. Maggie, the Maggie T y'all seeing is nothing compared to her in person, man. I met a girl well during the kickback for the Atlanta Falcons joint. Very hospitable. She threw a little party at O'Reilly's, man. My old neighborhood in Decatur, off of Redan and Covenant Highway. I used to live in that area many moons ago, man. I used to live in Oak Tree Apartments. You know what I'm talking about? So, but yeah, I had a great time. I had to leave early, unfortunately, but you know what I'm saying? Shit was popping and everything. So, with that being said, Maggie, the floor is yours. Where can everybody find you at? And where can we go ahead and keep supporting you and everything that you're doing?
Okay, you can follow me or work there. Maggie T Productions on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. I'm on there, and then of course I am the host of. Well, I own. Atlanta Falcons Nation is my baby, where
Okay.
podcasts of different content creators that I put together to talk about the Falcons. So it's a
Mhm.
Falcons network, basically, of different content creators, as well as my show that comes on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. called The Lady Birds of AFN on Atlanta Falcons Nation's channel, where it's a panel full of nothing but ladies
I
Yeah.
caught that.
that
Yeah,
really
I
are. I mean,
watched it a
I
little bit.
specifically picked them. I don't want cheerleaders. I want you to know your stuff,
Right.
because my goal is to make, because there's a lot of women out there that's getting recognition in the sports industry now.
Yeah.
They're being on shows, their commentary, referees
Amazing.
now. So I wanted to extend it with our Atlanta Falcons family, because you don't really see a whole panel of ladies. You might see one,
No, I
maybe two
loved
as
it.
the host, but
Right.
just encouraging more women to kind of get into football, because a lot of them don't. So
Yeah.
you see a familiar face, it's like, well, I'm gonna sit here and actually watch the game and try to figure it out, so you can
Yeah.
go sit down with your man and enjoy what's going on, instead of saying,
And know what's
I
happening.
hate during football season. Like, no, sit down and get with them and learn something. You might learn
Yeah. Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I love it. So that's
That's
great.
what's up. That's what's up. Oh shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I got two announcements right quick. Then we out. I got a couple
Okay.
announcements right quick. First and foremost, I gotta say this one right here. This one's special. Like I said, Miss Savage came through yesterday, and she offered me some gifts. But I gotta put myself on the big screen right quick because I gotta show everybody what Miss Savage actually gave me. If I can, I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. It's probably gonna do this shit for me and shit. I don't know what I'm fucking doing right now, man. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still trying to figure out this thing. I use
This
the same
shit, man.
platform.
Please don't discourage me. It's happening to me in 2 more weeks.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, your boy might be on big screen right, but on track.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
well, there we
Okay.
go. All right, I'm in big screen right here, man. And I want to put this right here. And
Corey, yes.
so I want everybody to please go to
Instagram.
uh crafty underscore banners on Instagram.
Okay.
And we got this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And she is actually Miss Savage's daughter. And she gave me these gifts right here. She's a talented artist, y'all. She does her thing. And my damn iPad's tripping every time I do something. Y'all get Outcast Tank on you for some damn reason, and shit. But yeah, man, this is what she got right here. And
That's her
please,
logo.
yeah, that's her logo right here. And so yeah, crafty with a K underscore bandit. So go to Instagram. And you know what I'm saying? I want to say, Corey, thank you so much for the present. I definitely appreciate it. And had a good time with that. So let me see. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, she does
And
a
so
lot of artwork. Yeah,
good. That's what's
she
up. That's
all of
what's
it.
up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Secondly, lastly, and we out, y'all. Miss Savage, can you please let us know what's going down on October 7th?
Yes, on October 7th, me and my girl Lala will be dropping our first live on Savagely Uncut, and we are also on all streaming platforms. So yes, if you could go follow us on YouTube, especially hit that notification. And October 7th will be 9 p.m. though, your guys' time, and or Eastern time, I should say. And I always say 6 p.m. Vegas time because a lot of the West Coast are our Vegas fam back there. So but yeah, so if you guys can come and be with us on October 7th, that would be great. It's on a Tuesday night. So if you're doing something, maybe you can catch us later. But yeah, I'm really excited. So, and we will not always be going live. We will be doing shows like pre-recorded shows. So we have episodes running once or twice a week that regards, comes from our live. And we'll be, talking about like a lot of like serious topics, topics that, can help other women, whether it's business or like, things that they might need a voice for. We also want to talk on, some of the fun stuff too, dating and, roundtable type things. So I'm really, really excited. So it's not going to be this type of vibe, but it's going to be a great vibe. So
That's
yeah.
what's up. That's
Nice.
what's up, for sure, for sure. Well,
Well,
with that being said, thank everybody for coming on to another episode of Debo Savage Life. I will be dropping, if not this week, next week. Shit, not next week, because we got that the Falcons got a bye week. Your boy's gonna start doing some more football content and everything, and of course, make sure y'all come through and watch my food videos. Your boy Foodie. I'm going everywhere. I'm hitting all the spots. It's gonna be. I'm on the south side as well, Maggie. It's gonna be a very, very important weekend down here in Clayton County on in about 3 weeks, because in about 3 weeks or so, Clayton County is actually having the. I'm missing all kind of shit. She said, yeah, Lala said, no, Maggie T Productions.
yes.
Yeah, not Miss T, Maggie T Productions.
Thank you.
So you see, yeah, Lala, you see where it says Maggie T Productions? It's right there. Maggie T Productions also go to Atlanta Falcons Nation. That's where you can find her. So she's on those platforms. So what? So where you see right there?
Podcast. I just haven't. I'm starting that back up this Friday, but I haven't really pushed that too much. It's called Candid Room, so you might see that mentioned also. So,
All right,
Oh,
good.
okay.
so it's
All
kind
right.
of like similar to what you do, but I'm a mental health coach certified, so it's definitely geared towards. We talk about things like that, but we always break it down to how you can get
Oh,
better.
we might have to have you on there, and then that would be great.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Open to, because I love. That's why I came on here. It's like I do this also, so
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
I feel like mental health is so important for ourselves, for
Hell yeah.
men, for our kids, and people are scared to talk about it. And those are the type of subjects that me and Lala we really want to touch on, is just the hard, tough subjects, but not all the time. We also want to bring the fun and joy, but but those are the subjects that we definitely want to talk on. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. That'd be great.
Oh yeah, let
Yes,
me know.
sir.
I'm following, and then just let me know how to find you on social media, and then we can connect.
Okay, awesome.
That's
I'm
what's
so
up. That's
excited.
good.
Thank you for being on the show.
No
It was such a
problem.
fresh breath air.
Thank you.
Fuck that
Sorry.
mean.
I'm just saying, it was a fresh breath air for once.
My guy was saying, man, no, Clayton County, we're having a black restaurant food festival from October 13th to the 19th, where they're really featuring all the black-owned restaurants down here in Clayton County. I mean, Clayton County. I love my Clayton County home. So I'll be doing more food videos in there. I'm trying to do one every other day. I can't catch all the spots, but I want to urge everybody in that time frame to go to. I forgot. I posted somewhere, but there's a particular website that in Clayton County who actually is encouraging it. All you gotta do is Google Clayton County Black Restaurant Food Fest. October 13th to the 19th. It should pop up. If not, I'll definitely drop it in my next episode, y'all. So, but
I think you
Maggie
can find
T,
it in IG too.
yeah,
Like you
they're in
just,
IG. Yeah, yeah,
and Instagram, you could definitely just type those
right, for sure.
words in and it'll pop up.
Right, for sure, for sure. So I want to thank everybody coming by talking about the 19. Hey, I had a good time talking about 80s, yo. I had
Yeah,
a
I
good
told
time.
you.
You
I
did.
wanted to do this
You
for a
told me,
long
goddamn.
time.
You motherfucking told me. You
I'll be
fucking
better
told
next
me.
time. If y'all do this again, I'm gonna do my research, because it's like you got to really go back into your memory on some 80s stuff, because sometimes it's like late 80s and 90s kind of hit.
Right.
They mix sometimes. Yeah, you forget. Yeah.
Yeah, they co-mingle and shit. Great
Yeah.
episode, man. Great episode. I
Yes.
think everybody
Thank
come
you.
by. We'll vibe out soon. We'll do it again next week. I don't know what we'll talk about next week, but me and Miss Sav will chop it up and make it happen. Maggie T, hey, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
feel improved. And like I said, y'all, Lady Birds AFN on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Check it out for some unbelievable footage, some unbelievable documentary, and they really know what they're talking about. So come through. It's your boy Debo Vibes right here. Miss Savage, love you for life. You
Bye.
already know what the deal is. And Maggie T, thank you so much. And we'll do it again next week. Y'all take care, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.